Which choice completes the text with the most logical transition? The Coastal Futures Conservatory in Virginia is known for creating oral representations of ecological data. One such effort combines underwater audio recorded in seagrass beds with data that track rising carbon levels in the seagrass. As carbon levels increase, the audio is correspondingly distorted. Blank listeners can hear the changes in the carbon levels. So option choice A says furthermore. This is incorrect because furthermore implies that this second clause here in this third sentence will merely add on to what was said earlier. But this is not the case because the second clause here serves to show the result of what was said previously, which is that it was said that as carbon levels increase, the audio is correspondingly distorted. And the result of this is that the listeners can hear the changes in the carbon levels. So the second clause didn't serve to merely add more information to this first clause. It shows a result of what happens because of the first clause in the sentence. Therefore, furthermore does not fit here, and A is incorrect. B, by comparison. This is incorrect because this would imply that the first clause is being compared to the second clause. But as before, the relationship between the second clause and the first clause isn't one of comparing each. It's more of a cause and a result. The cause being that as carbon levels increase, the audio is correspondingly distorted, and the result is that listeners can hear the changes in the carbon levels. Therefore, because by comparison doesn't highlight this result effect, B is incorrect. C, for instance. This is incorrect because this would imply that this second clause would serve as an example of what was said earlier, but this simply doesn't make sense here because the second clause serves more as the result of what was said earlier, not as an example. So C is incorrect. D, thus. This is the correct answer because thus properly highlights that the second clause is a result of the first clause. And if we were to read it with thus, it would make sense logically. It would read, as carbon levels increase, the audio is correspondingly distorted. Thus, listeners can hear the changes in the carbon levels. So because this makes sense both logically and grammatically, D is incorrect.